everybody, my name is Tasha and welcome to Heart of Tarts. Today on the show, we will be making a ghost party tart. All I can think of is like, welcome to my ghost party, party. And then my grandma asked, are they like friendly ghosts? And I was like, no, they're ratchet. They're ratchet ghosts. They're like living it up. They're turning up, if you will. Let's get started on this recipe. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It is so lovely to have a working oven again. I'm going to change up my tart recipe today, and I'm not going to put dates in it. I'm going to put 1.5 cups of old-fashioned oats in my food processor, along with 3 tablespoons of non-hydrogenated vegetable shortening. If you don't want to use vegetable shortening, use coconut oil or vegan margarine or whatever butter you prefer. I would like to use coconut oil too, but I don't have any right now, and it's rather expensive. Also add in a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon, a ¼ teaspoon salt, and 1/2 cup water. Blend it all together, and it is okay if you have a cheap food processor like I do, and some of the old-fashioned oats kind of rise to the top and don't get all chopped up, because that variation will help us with our texture. Move your crust to a 9-inch tart pan, and then use your hands to smush it all around the sides. If you're having trouble with it sticking to your fingertips or your hands, just dip them in a little bit of water, and it should help you even everything out. See how easy that is? Bake this tart crust for 20 minutes, and it should be lightly brown and dry when done. I tasted it, and it is blander than my normal tart crust that I make with the dates, but hopefully the sweetness will balance out between the tart filling and the crust, and it won't be a problem. It'll just be complimentary, you know, like a good boyfriend. Speaking of filling, I'm going to use my avocado banana filling again because it is green and it is October, and I believe I picked the Halloween theme just so I could keep using this green filling. It tastes so good. Put your thoughts of avocado to the side, you know, unless you already think it's the queen of fruit, you know, you're good. But avocado and fruit together taste so lovely. So blend together 1 avocado, 1.5 bananas minus the skin, and 1 tablespoon vanilla extract. You want to make sure it's really smooth, so process it for as long as it takes to get all the banana and avocado mixed together. And it should be kind of light but not fluffy. It'll be more like a pudding consistency when done. Spread that throughout your tart crust, and I just took my time and made sure it was evened all out, and I kind of got caught up in the spreading here, as you can see. Lastly, we're going to make our topping. As I told you before, this is a ghost party. So we're going to use 1.5 bananas and a plum. So I cut the plum, and I don't remember the seed of the plum being this small. Maybe because it was really ripe, or the season, or the type of plum it was. But I remember plums having like a peach of a pit. I don't know. I basically cored it by cutting off all of the sides, and then I thinly sliced about 2 of the sides to make my ground. You take the thin slices and layer them one on top of the other, row by row by row, and then you fill in the edge with your smaller pieces, and it really looks like a harvested farm to me. You know when they have those pictures in autumn of the brown fields that are void of all their corn and wheats and brown things? It's really pretty to me. Now we're going to make our ghost. I cut it about 2/3 the way down. Next, I turned it up so it was skinny, and I cut it down the center, down the skinny way. And you want to be sure to keep your knife moving because the banana has a row of seeds in the middle, and it's a little bit tough. And if you just try to go straight down the banana, this is a useless tip. It will squish the banana down. Trust me, I know from experience. Just listen to me. Keep your knife like serrated. Like, you should keep your knife moving when you're cutting anyway, but you know, we all have to learn. Next, I'm going to shape the heads of the bananas into ghosts, you know, circumcise them a little bit, and then I'm going to place them on my tart. You want the flat side to be at the ground level of the plum slices, and then I went long, short, just like society, long and short. Then I thought I should have a banana moon, so I went into this deep tub of despair and broken dreams that I have to find this cookie cutter when I thought I would be like a professional cookie decorator. Like, what is wrong with me? And I found a little bitty cookie cutter, but it was too small, and I ended up using this 1M swirl piping tip from the time when I thought I would be a professional cake decorator. Like, all over the place. So I just used the piping tip to cut into my banana, and then I sliced it so it was more even, and I placed it on my tart. Nice and simple. It's a rather small moon, but I didn't have that much space anyway because the bananas are so large and I used so much of the plums. Moving on. And since you have a moon for Halloween, you have to have the obligatory bats. So I used some of the plum skin to create these bats. They were rather hard to make because my knives weren't sharp enough to really curve them out. So I had to cut towards myself, which you're never supposed to do, but it allowed me to make these flapping wings for my bats. They're so spooky. They're not as ratchet as my ghosts, but they have a little bit of Miley Cyrus in them too. And lastly, for real this time, I'm going to make my ghost features. You're going to have 2 eyes per ghost and an O-shaped mouth. So I'm going to circle out little slivers of my plum, and I explained to you before that my knife isn't that sharp, so this was also a task. It made it easier to remove some of the flesh from the plum, but just work with it. They ended up coming out triangular, the eyes, because it was just easier to try to make them all the same shape. If they were going to be irregular eye shapes, they should be in unison. And lastly, you're going to make your O-shaped mouths. That should be a little bit easier because you can make them larger or smaller. Everybody has a different shaped mouth, so those can be irregular and just personalized per ghost. So put those on there too, and then you are done. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like my channel and would like to see more tarts, subscribe. If you really love this video, click thumbs up. And if you care enough, share it with your friends. Thank you so much. Bye.